Omdevaji, Sheshnag Yoga Center. What on earth is Kundalini? The Diary of an Awakening Man, from marijuana to nirvana, the path to embodiment. So a couple of things that I found are really relevant in regards to embodiment. One is the pace at which we function. We live in a very busy culture where we seem to be always doing something, which is a sympathetic nervous system experience to do with externalization, to become an experience based on the parasympathetic nervous system, where we internalize and just relax and come back to an experience of homeostasis, where our body's re-regulating itself or regulating itself to become more harmonious in its expression, to be able to heal. It's quite fascinating for me. Excuse me. And then in that, to be able to experience the beauty of presence and pure being in the moment. Don't get me wrong, you can come to an experience which involves another person and be totally present. The other person, whether it's me or the other person, doesn't matter, there's two involved. There's a big chance that sometimes you might not meet where both of you are present and still. In that, you can still be aware of it. It's not your job to be able to bring the other person to be present. To still their mind is almost an impossible task. Sometimes you can, through a soft request. Basically, I found that it needs to take and involve two people. In the talks to do with David Data and enlightened masculine and awakened masculinity, a lot of that talk is focused on the male, and the male being solid to provide the solidness and the stillness for the counterpart to come to that stillness. So slowly, the man in his stillness just waits, and then the lack of stillness in the other person slowly subsides as your energy moves or embraces or affects the experience energetically. So the presence, the stillness, needs two people. The willingness, the experience, when you say, okay, we've got a busy life, we've got obligations to do with work, the garden, the house, the clothes, the children. Life is busy. And then to say, okay, contrary to the natural rhythms of our own bodies, at 8 p.m. tonight, we're going to meet and allocate an hour or two to sacred sensuality. That agreement needs to be met by two people. If one person can't show up, then it's pointless allocating that time. There needs to be techniques involved where maybe you leave the phone, turn the phone off, you prepare the environment, you have some sort of plan and motivation to provide the ambience, the energetic experience surrounding both people so you can come together in that stillness. Sometimes it's available and sometimes it's not. Sometimes we are too busy. Sometimes we're focused on different things. It doesn't matter. But for it to be successful, two beings are involved. And it's impossible for one person to carry that through for a successful endeavour that involves two people. I found that the more still I am, that the more chance that stillness has been able to rub off the more aware I am, rather than neurotically expressing my subconscious patterns around victimization, the less I experience or express those, the more I nib those in the bud. That's a gardening term. The more I extinguish the vibration before it becomes influential or expressed, then the more chance I have of meeting my consort in a still place and having that sacred experience, which is quite new to me. That's a video for the next time. So we'll talk about the sacred experience and reprogramming some of the vrittis, the vibrations deep within my subconscious mind. Peace, share the world. Sheshnag.com. Om Namah Shivaya.